Hey guys, welcome back to my welcome to my channel, because this will be my first video on this channel. So this is also my first time filming a nail video, so like bear with me. My setup, if y'all could see my setup right now, y'all would be laughing, but like bear with me with the setup and everything. This video will probably be a voiceover, and there will be like some real-time shots. Some parts will probably be sped up for, you know, video purposes, but we're gonna hope for the best for this video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into all of the things that you'll need to do this set. And if you have no idea, well, if you have not seen a thumbnail, which you probably have, this is the set. I might end up changing the name, but as of right now, it's called the Ramada set. And it comes with 20 nails. So this is the first set of 10. This is like the base set of nails that you can get with this set, and then you get 10 extra plain nails in case one of the nails in the base set don't fit you. You have extras to swap them out with. Hopefully that is in frame. Okay, so like I said, this is my first time filming a nail video, so like bear with me. So I will leave everything in the description box for you guys in case you want to maybe do this set yourself, or just want something that you see that I've been using in this set, you want to buy it and purchase it for yourself. I'll try to link everything in the description box. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys everything that we're going to be using, and then we can go ahead and get into what we're going to do for this set. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do this set is some full cover nail tips. Now, I got these off Amazon. Like I said, I'll link everything in the description. They're just clear full cover tips, and this is like the coffin, ballerina coffin shape. I'm not really that good with my sizing, but this is what they look like. They're clear and plain as ever. So let's go ahead and show you guys whatever we're going to need. So I'm using a 100 and 180 grit file. You'll also need a dotting tool or a nail art brush. Either one would work for this design. Next, you're going to need these rhinestones. Okay, so when I was recording, I could not see what the camera was actually like videoing, so sorry that you couldn't see, but I was using these rhinestones, the colored ones and not the silver ones, for this set, and I was showing y'all which ones that I was using. Now I'm showing you guys what I use for like to hold the nails. They're just press-on nail stands. You can get them off Amazon. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. And then like the little white little putty on top is just to keep the nails from falling off, and I'll link that below. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the gold flakes. I recommend that you buy them in bulk because you won't need to ever buy them again. I promise you, you won't. But yeah, this is what's me showing you that. Now getting into the colors, I'm showing you guys 4 colors right now, but I used 3 in the initial set. But then for like the backup nails, I did use one of the colors, and I'll tell you guys which one. But I was just showing you guys. And also, you can't buy these colors individually. I tried to look up to get the link for you guys, but you have to buy them in a set. And it's the Mermaid Mantra set by Beatles. That's how you get all of them. So this was the first color, and we did use this one. Now this is the second color, and like I said, we used this one. And all of these colors are by Beatles gel polish. So yeah, this is the color that we did not use in the initial set, but we did use it in the backup set. So now we're going to use a Model 1's white. And then I'm showing you guys this. This is the nude that I use, but I custom mixed this nude, which is why I can't like show you guys like where I got it from. But yeah, I custom mixed the nude. So I'm pretty sure that you can get like one off Amazon somewhere, but yeah, the one that I used in the video is a custom made one that you cannot find online. But yeah. This is the top coat and base coat that I'm going to be using. It's the Model 1's base coat and top coat. I like their base coat and top coat because, like, I don't know, I just use theirs. I used to use the Beatles one, but I found that I can get these in a bigger bottle. So yeah, but if Beatles does sell bigger bottles, I'll probably link them down below too. Right now, I'm showing you guys the the full cover nails that I use. These are, I don't remember the brand, but these are on Amazon. And they come in 10 different sizes 0 to 9. And I pretty much use these often. So right now I was actually like showing you guys how to fit the press-on nails to your hand. You want to make sure they fit, and I'm showing you guys sidewall to sidewall, because sometimes the nails do shrink when you apply product on top of it. So that's what I was showing you guys, and basically I'm just going in and measuring my hand up with the nails. Now in this clip, I did speed it up quite a bit because the original clip was like 3 minutes long. So I was showing you guys like the grit file that I was using. So I'm using the 180 grit file. The difference between the 100 and 180, the 100 grit is more coarse than the 180. So the higher the number, the smoother it gets. So I was actually going in with the 100 grit file side. And you can tell like the difference, because like if you like just smooth your finger across the file, you can tell like if it's smoother than the other side, basically. So yeah, I was just going in and filing the nails with the 100 grit side, just so like the polish has something to stick on to. Okay, so the way that I did these videos was I kind of like made it to where you'll see me doing one nail at a time and not like switching between nails. So I'm showing you guys me doing the thumb and the ring finger first. I was showing the ring finger, and then like the same steps apply to the thumb because they're basically the same design. The colors are just flipped. So I went in with the color 866 and I painted about half the nail, and then I went in with my sponge, which I forgot to mention earlier, but I did link some sponges down in the description box, and I just kind of like blended downwards, well not down, I blended it up with the sponge, and then I'll cure in between each coat of every like layer of polish that I did for each nail. I cured it for 60 seconds. So after that first coat, I put it under the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I went back in with the second coat, and then you'll see me, this is me going in with the second coat. And I'll do this for the same on the thumbnail, but I'll just use the color 865 and do the same method of blending it down and curing for 60 seconds. But I do 2 layers of that color before I go in with the design. In this next clip, you'll see me doing the design. So basically for the design, I applied a layer of base coat to kind of use as my blooming gel, but I'll link some blooming gel down below, but I just don't see a purpose in buying it because I feel like a base coat works perfectly fine, as you can see in this clip. But I go in with the shade 865 and my dotting tool, and I make like little lines on the nail on the middle first, then I do the sides because the sides tend to run faster than the middle does. And like I said, this base gel works perfectly fine, better than a blooming gel probably, because I feel like blooming gels might work too fast. But I think you're going to see me do the thumb, which is the same like method that I use for the ring finger. I go in with the 865 and blend it up. I put 2 coats of that, and then I go in with the 866 and do my designs. And yeah, make sure you put the base coat, because if you don't put the base coat, the color won't spread. Base coat or blooming gel, they both work perfectly fine and look the same to me. But go in with the, sorry if I keep sniffing guys, but yeah, go in with the blooming gel or the base coat before you do the design. Like I said, sorry if I keep sniffing, I am kind of sick, but the nude polish that I mix is pretty sheer, so I had to go in with a lot of layers. I think I did like 3 or 4 layers of this base coat, not base coat, the nude color. And you don't have to do anything like special for this. I just literally put, you can use a sponge and kind of like blend it, but I just literally went in and painted as far up as I felt as was needed, and then later on I'll end up buffing it to make it smoother, because you will experience a bit of difference in texture doing this method. But right now I'm just going in with the top coat, and this part of the nail, well, these 2 nails are done. For the design, you don't need to do anything else. This is a very simple and easy design. So for this finger, this is the index finger, and we're doing the marble design on this nail. So with this nail, you want to do thin layers of white. And the reason I say thin is because white and black gel polish tend to take the longest to cure, slash they don't fully cure. So you want to go in with thin layers to make sure that the light is able to cure all of the polish without leaving like the underside of it uncured. So like I said, I go in with 2 thin layers. You could honestly go in with 1 layer because it's so pigmented, but because I wanted it to have like the same thickness as the rest of the nails, and because we went in with a thick layer, I did 2 coats. Honestly, this 1 coat was fine, but I felt the need to go in with 2. So I go in with the 2 layers and I cure for either 99 seconds or 120, whichever one you feel is right. I just like to go with the longer time, so yeah, I usually go in with 120 seconds and let that cure in between each coat, not 60 seconds after one, 120 or 99 seconds for each coat. So early in the video, I don't know if I put this in a clip, but I did put like the colors that I was using, the 3 colors, on a little metal tin cap, and I took my brush and I dipped the brush into all the polishes, and I just kind of like maneuvered it and kind of like wiggled my hand down the side of the nail. And then the way that I did this design, I did go farther out in the middle because it's just like the design that I was doing. So I went a little, as you can see me going a little bit farther out in the middle. And if you see that you have too much darkness going on, just dip your brush into the lighter color and kind of mix that in. If you see you have too much lightness going on, just dip it into the darker color. And so I also went in with the glitter polish that we have, and I did just 1 line of the glitter because I felt as if I only needed 1 line because this wasn't a full nail of marble. Okay, so now we're gonna go on with the gold flakes. Like I said, I believe I said this earlier in the video, the gold flakes last, and they pretty much can go a long way. So I went in, like, I grabbed like a sheet of gold paper, gold flakes, whatever you want to call it, and I just laid it on the nail and kind of used my tweezers to break up the gold flakes. You don't need to like cut it up beforehand. I feel like it was easier for me to just take a big old little flake and just lay it on the nail, as you can see me doing here. I just grabbed that much and that was good enough. I might have to scoot the video down, but right here I'm just like holding it in my hand and taking the tweezers and like kind of ripping it and laying it on the nail and just doing what I feel looks best. Sorry guys, I have to like, I'm looking at the video now and like it's out of frame, but I'm gonna have to fix that after I do this voiceover, because I'm not redoing the voiceover. I didn't redid this part like 3 times already. But yeah, so I'm just laying the gold flakes down and doing what I feel is necessary or feel like it looks the best. So yeah. So once I get done laying the flakes, I go in with my top coat and I kind of just put that on my top coat. After doing this, you might have to wipe the brush or your top coat on it because you might end up with some flakes of gold in your brush, but I didn't, so I didn't have to do this. But sometimes that will happen. And I just go in with the top coat and I go ahead and cure that nail, and we're all done with this nail. So now we're going to go to the middle finger, and I basically just did a very simple design for this one, like the pinky. I go in with the shade 865 by Beetles, and I paint the whole nail this color, and I do, I think, 2 or 3 coats of this, and I cure for 60 seconds in between each coat. And after I do that, I apply a base coat, which I'm not sure if I recorded me doing that part, but I do apply a base coat, and then I apply the charms, and we'll talk more when we get to that point. Okay, so if you use the rhinestones that I link below, I was kind of showing you guys which sizes that I was using. So I go from 1 being the biggest and then 6 being the smallest. And I went in with the size 3, and I only went in with one of that rhinestone in the middle. And then on either side of that rhinestone, going up and down, I went smaller with the rhinestone. So after basically how I did that, it went 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 in sizing. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, you'll kind of see like me doing like a big one in the middle and then going down in size as I go down. But yeah, you'll just be able to see it. It's kind of hard. It's not hard to explain it, but like it sounds a bit harder to explain that. And I do use my tweezers to help me like center it and get it in the middle, get it as close as to a line as possible. So this nail probably took me the longest to do because of having to like make sure that each rhinestone was centered. And I mentioned earlier that I applied a base coat. I meant to say I applied a top coat to the nail because I don't have any rhinestone gel, but I will link that down below for you guys because I feel like rhinestone gel does better than a top coat so that the gems won't fall off or nothing. So I was just going in and using my dotting tool to kind of like maneuver my way around and make this into a straight line, as straight of a line as possible, because yeah, I just felt as if it was going to look so weird if I just left it the way that it was going. But yeah, I just went in and did that, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm doing something. Okay, so I went ahead and I cured that for 60 seconds, and then I went in with another layer of top coat, a thick layer, because like I said, I don't have any rhinestone gel, so I had to like, work my way around it. So I ended up going in with that nail art brush that I used and kind of like smoothed the top coat in between the rhinestones, so like they had like a protective coat around them, but not putting them on top because it does kind of take away from some of the shininess of the rhinestone. After I apply the top coat, and make sure I get the top coat in between the gems to make sure they have like a secure coating around them. We're going to move to my pinky nail, which is the one that took the least amount of time. I go in with the shade 867, and I do 2 layers of that color, well, glitter polish, and I cure for 60 seconds in between, and then I top coat it, and I'm done with that nail. That's literally, that nail took me about 5 minutes to do. So now we're done with all of the nails. So now we can move on to the end part of this process. That was what the nails were looking like, and I was showing you guys the nail file again because I went in with earlier we went in with the 100 grit side, but this time we're going in with the 180 grit because we're going to be like smoothing out the imperfections of the nails, because when you do like a design like this, sometimes it does become lumpy from adding all the different layers of polish. And then on this part, I was like going up under the nail, making sure like to get any polish that may have ran over. And usually with full cover nails, there is like a little notch at the top of the nails that most people file off before, but I just like to do that after because I will file the top after I polish the nails anyway, so it really doesn't matter when I do it. But I was just going in and just like kind of smoothing out the imperfections from adding all the different layers of polish. And like I said, I was using the 180 grit file side because it's smoother, and we're not trying to file the nails, we're just trying to kind of smooth out the imperfections. So then after that, after all of the filing, I take some isopropyl alcohol and I just wipe off the nail, which in this clip you can't really see me doing, sorry for the bad angling. I'll try to work on that for my next video, but I went and just like kind of smoothed every nail, and then after I smoothed out every nail, I went in with the isopropyl alcohol and wiped off all of the debris and filing, shavings, and all of that. And so this part will be a lot more easier if you do have a nail drill, but I don't, and I'm okay with using my file because I'm used to it. So yeah, but this is just me checking the nails and making sure they're good for my customers in the future. And on this nail, I did tend to have some spillage. Some of the polish didn't cure, which I redid the nail because I didn't want to give my customers any product that didn't cure. But for the sake of this video, I didn't show me redoing the nail. And I made the marbling a little bit thinner so that we won't have that problem where the nail is not curing all the way. So yeah, but I just went in and kind of like cleaned up all of the nails, basically is what you'll be seeing me do in this clip. So now we're finally done with all of the nails, and now I just go in with my top coat by Model 1s, and I make sure that each nail has a nice thick layer of top coat on them. I feel like this adds kind of some strength and just the glossiness of the top coat. And so after I do this, I cure for 99 seconds twice, so 190 seconds. How many seconds is that, y'all? Anyway, I cure for 99 seconds twice, and then I'm done with the nails. I do take them out of the lamp and wipe them down with some more isopropyl alcohol, but that's about it for the nails, and I'll show some more clips of the nails at the end of the video. Thanks you guys for watching.